Yo, 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 this is Ronald Regal. I'm back at you, coming from my page at Ronald Regal. It ain't hard to find, and it also ain't hard to subscribe. The more you subscribe, the more content I can give. But if you find my content uninteresting, then okay, cool. Because it's all about getting support. And it's also, most of all, getting support for your youngin', my youngin', and the rest of the youngins in our community. You know, um, there's room enough for us all. I commend everybody already doing their thing. You know, and that's focusing on getting the youth on the right track. I commend you. I also commend those who go on podcasts and do interviews, and they give the raw truth. You know, and what I mean by the raw truth is they actually let you know, because shout out to Goldmouth is who I want to talk about right now. Goldmouth did an interview, and you can go look it up. If you're interested in, and he talked about people being themselves. And he talked about what it meant and what you have to go through to be considered a real G. And he also ended that conversation with saying that, what we thought coming up in that era of time being a real G was not trying to be something else, but about survival, you know. And when you get to a place where you don't have to live like that, you definitely shouldn't be behaving like that. That was wrong behavior, and we didn't see it as wrong. But now we got people. Y'all know my age group. Uh, I'm gonna say it again. That's born after 1983, and their offspring and the offspring after that. Um, Somehow y'all got it twisted that that life was, all glitz and glory, and that life is what you're supposed to have been aspiring to. Well, Ronald DeRigo here to tell you that that was wrong. When you come across influence on of your own, what you're supposed to be doing is making sure you can get as far as away from grind, nigga shit. I've been using that term for a long time. What nigga shit mean is shit that don't add up to nothing, because it ain't no such thing as no nigga. All right? God ain't got no nigga in the Bible. God ain't got no nigga in the Quran. God ain't got no nigga in the Jewish Kabbalah. God ain't got no nigga in the Bhagavad Gita. If you know what I just talked about, I just went across the four major religions that people subscribe to. And some of them got idolatry, some of them don't. I won't point no fingers at all. You know, what I would tell you is that it ain't nothing in no religious text, no theological text, no spiritual text, historical text, where there's a mention of no Negro, no African American, no black man, no nigga, no none of that is in the Bible. So maybe we can also start winning our people back by teaching them who they are, because the Bible does say this, that the beginning of wisdom is the knowledge of God, and that his people are destroyed from the lack of knowledge, right? I ain't gonna go into that. I want you to go, maybe you got a study Bible, maybe your mama, maybe your grandparent, or maybe yourself got a study Bible that you can go in there and you can trace what I'm saying and find out what that means. We also taught about the knowledge of self, you know. So these are conversations that we need to be having in the household, when our youngsters is coming around. Instead of allowing them to be out, they go to school for 6 to 8 hours a day. Then they come home and jump on social media for 3-4 hours a day. They go outside and play with their friends and their peers for another 2 hours a day, and they ain't doing no damn studying about nothing. They do enough studying to get their homework done with the people who's teaching them in the school. It's education starts at home. School is supposed to be an ad lib to the education that you're giving your children at home. Like, everything starts at home, you know, and it starts in each individual home. You know, every home is a village. And you bring all those different homes together, families together, to create a community, you know. Then when you create a community, you can create a nation of qualified people, you know. Don't let these people write you off, man. Sister, don't let these people play you cheap, you know. Know your worth out here, you know. And when somebody is giving you, offering you big prizes, big rewards, big gain, or further ahead, you always got to ask yourself what they getting out of it. And anytime that you exerting yourself to do anything, you know, hey, you got to make sure you're getting your worth, you know. And then perhaps if they get more money than, you know, off your talent and your skill, they call it human capital. If they getting more off you as human capital, then maybe you should start investing in yourself, you know. But listen, y'all hit the subscribe button and I'll come back with more content. It's done? I'll come back with more content later on. God bless.